All right, here we go. We're on. All right, we'll go ahead and start our St. James City Council meeting on September 17th, 2024, 5:30 p.m. At this point, all are present except for Paul Harris, and hopefully he'll be coming shortly as well. But I will entertain a motion to accept the minutes from 9/3/2024.
So moved.
Sue?
Second.
Hannah, any questions or comments on minutes? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. To payments, claims and ACH payments, 5A.
So moved.
Kathleen?
Second.
Gene, questions or comments on the payments and claims? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Down to new business, 12A. Consideration to approve a resolution 92401 setting proposed 2025 tax levy.
So at the last meeting, we went through our proposed preliminary tax levy and our preliminary budget for 2025. Preliminary amounts are used by counties to compute the property taxes estimated for the following year. We will also set our truth and taxation public hearing this evening, and everything needs to be approved by December 30th. The preliminary tax levy needs to be set by the end of September, and being this is our last meeting for the month, it's before you today. We are proposing to increase the tax levy from 2024 by 6.19%, and we are setting the total preliminary budget at $18,417,041, and the preliminary 2025 tax levy at $1,532,372. Any questions?
Okay, wishes?
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Kathleen?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Gene, any questions or comments on that proposed tax levy? All those in favor raise their hands. Opposed? A resolution passed unanimous. 12B, consideration to approve resolution 292402, calling for a hearing.
So we are calling for our truth and taxation public hearing, which will be set for the third day of December in 2024, right here in council chambers at the City Hall at 6 p.m. All cities that are over 500 in population are required by state statute to hold a public hearing in which the proposed budget and levy are discussed. The public hearing must be held after November 24th, but before December 28th, and must be on or after 6 p.m. of each year. This resolution sets that hearing for, again, the first meeting in December.
So moved.
No.
Dispense with the reading.
Hannah?
Second, dispense with the reading.
Sue, any questions or comments on the hearing? All those in favor raise their hands. Opposed? Resolution passes unanimous. 12C, consideration to approve resolution 92403, approving solid waste removal contract, Renewable Waste Central Sanitation, and they are here. Did you want to talk, Taylor? Or?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and City Council. Thank you for letting me be here tonight. I'm Taylor Williamson with West Central Sanitation. We're a family-owned company out of Wilmer. That's where I live. My dad owns the company and has for all 45 years. We serve your town out of Mankato, and our supervisor from Mankato is with me tonight, James Hant. James has worked with us for about 18 years, and then when we started in Mankato 10 years ago, moved down and has been there since, and he does a good job. So we also employ one person in town, Andy Grossman, who's been with us for 10 years since we started in Mankato, and he does a great job picking up trash in Mankato. So we've been in St. James since 2018, and at that time, you had Waste Management, or now called WM, a national company, the green carts and everything out of Houston. And we asked to submit a bid, and you gave us that chance, and we were low priced back in 2018, and family owned, which I think brought value. And I think we've been doing a good job since then. We've certainly tried. The contract that we first had was a 5-year contract. We've been here 6, so we've been operating without one for a year. No issues, I don't think, so it doesn't come up. So neither of us look at it and we said, wow, we're out of contract. Let's talk about it and hopefully renew something. So we're proposing a 5-year contract, which is the same as we started with in 2018. Stuff has happened since 2018 though. So we all know we went through COVID, cost inflation, we see it in our grocery bills as a business, the labor, insurance, equipment, it's all gone up and it's still higher than it used to be. And since 2018, we never had a rate adjustment at all in the contract. So we've just been still billing the same as we did back then. So in the new contract, we are asking for an adjustment, and that equates to 70 cents per week per house. So 70 cents per week per house. That we think reflects what we've all experienced. And I don't know what you've got in front of you entirely, but we were discussing with Amanda, and I took the initiative to compare like a comparison for how local communities are built around you with services comparable to St. James, like Lake Crystal and Springfield and Medelia, and the rates.
And they do have that in
they
front of
have.
them.
Okay, great. So I've got the same in front of me, and I did a market comparison to show that after what we're proposing, I still think we're really reasonably priced, and most importantly, familiar with your community and doing a good job. I know you have a high Hispanic population here, and since 2019, I've had a Hispanic speaker, Spanish speaker in my office to take calls from St. James, and I speak Spanish as well. And after the first year, I was like, wow, I can't do this all myself. So I hired someone, and so we hopefully meet that need as well. So anyways, I appreciate the opportunity. Please let me know if you have questions. Hopefully you can feel comfortable supporting us tonight and continuing for another 5 years. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do need to make one adjustment, and it's on Exhibit C. The Humane Society is no longer part of our operation.
Okay.
So that needs to be removed. But other than that, everything looks good and in order.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions, comments? Okay, Council.
I have one. So what's, you've got 35 EOW. What's-
Yes, that's every other week.
Oh, okay.
So every other week service, yep.
All right, anything else? Otherwise, council wishes on,
I move to
contract.
accept the new contract.
okay,
Is it the resolution and
Dispense of the reading.
dispense with the reading?
okay,
Second, dispense with
Sue,
the reading?
I'll second that.
All right.
And dispense with the reading.
Jean, all right, okay. All those in favor, raise your hands. Opposed, like sign. Passes 4-0.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you for the good service.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that.
We were very pleased to bring you on
Well,
6
good.
years ago.
I'm
Very
glad-
pleased.
I'm glad we haven't let you down.
Yep.
and You know who to call if there's issues too, so.
Thank you.
All right, next item is consideration to approve Resolution 92404, ordering preparation of report on improvement.
So we did get a grant for the South Street South improvements and the Ring Road extension, which will pave the road out by the hospital. We are looking at whether we should assess or not, so we want to follow the 429 process in Minnesota State statute. And the first step of that is ordering the preparation of report on improvement so that the council has a good idea of the project and what the assessment cost would or could be. So that's step one, and we need to approve the resolution to move forward with that.
So moved, dispense with the reading.
Second, dispense with the reading.
All right. Okay, all those in favor, then raise your hands. Opposed, same sign. Passes 4-0. Next item, item 12E, consideration to approve Resolution 92405, approving excess property.
So this resolution is deeming the downtown electric sign as excess property. We've been having some issues with it. It's a distraction in the roundabout, and we have spoken to the school district, and they are willing to accept it for $1 because we can't donate it. And they are going to use it for some communication outside their building. So it's going to be rehomed and rehoused, and so we need to access property in order for that to happen.
I was surprised. I didn't know it was a problem on the roundabout, you know? I always liked looking at it, the time and temperature or whatever, so.
Well, and it's inaccurate, just we've had some problems because the line got cut a couple years ago. So it's kind of, it's going to get rehomed and get refigured, and it's, you know, so it's been inaccurate, and then people slow down to read it.
All right, council wishes.
I move to approve, dispense with the reading.
Jean,
Second, dispense with reading.
Sue, all right. All those in favor, raise your hands. Opposed, like sign. Passes 4-0. All right, item 12F, consideration to approve resolution 92406, recognizing National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Day.
So the attached resolution recognizes October 15th, 2024 as Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Day. This is something that we have recognized on an annual basis, and the request came through, and we should continue to honor it.
So move, dispense with the reading.
Hannah,
Second, dispense with the reading.
Nani? All right. All those in favor, raise your hands. Opposed, like sign. Passes 4-0. Next item is 12G, consideration to approve resignation, Brad Nestergaard, police officer.
So we did have a police officer put notice in effective September 23rd, 2024. He does resign in good standing with the city and would be eligible for rehire in the future. We're sad to see him go. He had many years of good service with the city.
Council wishes?
So move, dispense with the reading. To accept his resignation.
Sue, all right.
Second.
Jean, all right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. All right.
If we would have voted no, would he have to stay?
No, unfortunately.
All right, next item, 12H, consideration to approve rehire Charles Wagner.
So Charles Wagner was our previous street and park lead in the street department. He did leave the position, I believe it was February earlier of this year. He has returned to his position, which we're very excited to have him back. He was eligible for rehire as he resigned in good standing, and he's returning to the position at a grade 7, step 7, which is in accordance with the union wage scale. And he started on the 9th.
So moved.
Hannah,
Second.
Nani? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, like sign. All right.
So Chad, he brings back skills with machines and stuff too.
Machines.
Very good.
Next item, item 12I, consideration to approve proposed ordinance 025, fourth series, renaming a street in the city of St. James. It's the first reading.
Hello. So this street is out by the new fourplex lot. In case you were wondering where it's located, it is located within the Shoewinglers. I don't know how to say that. Shoewinglers subdivision. That's the best pronunciation I could find. So in that plat, it is designated as the 6th Avenue West street. Part of that street has been vacated in the past, and so a section before you get to the property is still 6th Avenue West. As the street is not a through street, it is recommended that we would rename the street so that is not confusing when you are on the Google Maps. And so this was brought to the EDA board as the street goes to the lot where the new apartment will be, and it was recommended that we would name it Cunningham Lane. Mr. Robert Cunningham has been notified and he approves of the name if it's so chosen. And just so you know, there were two contenders for the kind of lane portion. It could have either been lane, which would have been a cul-de-sac of 9 lots or more, or it could have been, I believe, court, and that would have been 8 lots or less. I believe we went with lane because it sounded better. Who knows? So, yeah, that is the background of that. Any questions for me?
Well, Robert Cunningham donated the land.
Robert Cunningham did donate the land to the city back in 2019, 2020, I believe. Yeah, part of the reason for the renaming is the address assigning was getting a little bit complicated, so this will clear things up for that lane or that roadway.
Any other comments, questions? All right, council wishes then.
Move to approve.
Jean,
Do I get dispense with the reading?
Sue? All right. This is not a resolution, or is it?
I would still have them raise their hand because it's an ordinance.
Okay, all right. All those in favor then raise their hands. Opposed, like sign, passes 4-0. All right. Reports, Jean.
None.
Anna,
No.
Chris?
I have the movie for this weekend, September 13th through the 15th. It's Transformers 1. This feature is rated PG-13. It is 1 hour and 44 minutes long. It's the untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies. But once were friends, bonded like brothers, who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. Movie starts on Friday at 7, Saturday at 7, Sunday at 4, and all tickets are just $5.
Beat that. I have nothing. Amanda?
I have some things. Bev wasn't able to be here tonight because she's short-staffed, so she wanted me to pass on some announcements for her. Starting Friday, October 4th, the liquor store hours will change to our winter hours, so Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. So make sure that you stock up on your liquor before 8 p.m. every night. Save the date. Annual Railroad Days wine tasting is going to be Friday, October 25th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the St. James American Legion. Tickets will be available next week at the St. James Liquor Store and the First National Bank. And it says, thank you, Amanda. So, thank you, me.
Mike? Nani?
Oh, the fiesta was incredible. Anybody that had anything to do with any piece of that, it was, once again, something that puts us on the map as a great place. So for all your help and the great people who put that together, it was amazing.
Nothing.
Okay. Staff? Bill? Vija?
October 6th, the fire department will be having an open house for Fire Prevention Week, so more details to follow. I don't have all the details with me, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Brianna?
Yes, our Green Corps member will be starting with us next week on September 23rd. Grace Smith is our Green Corps member. I don't know where she's coming from or what her background is quite yet. I'm sure we'll share that later on. But Grace will be joining us until August of next year. So she'll be here serving with us for 11 months. She will be doing some sidewalk assessments for us, some bike safety, some safe routes to school type things. I know she'll be doing some building energy efficiency stuff, and Emerald Ash Borer. So some really good things. Make her feel welcome when you come into City Hall. She'll be with us for 11 months. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? Okay. Can we get a motion to adjourn then?
So moved.
Anna,
Second.
Sue, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. All right, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.